to certain complexities. But yeah, I'm here once again for Open House with Kapeel Gupta. And today, once again, I'll be sharing something very, very important. And that is learn to finish what we start. Now, what exactly is finishing what you start and following through? You may have heard these phrases before, but what do they mean? Making your intentions a reality is mighty. Too often we'll say we'll do something and we might even start it. One lucky weekend. But at the first sign of hardship, fatigue, boredom, or busyness, we abandon it all too easily. And finishing what you start and following through is breaking through that common loop and taking hold of your life. So today I'm going to tell you 8 steps that would help you create a template for helping you finish what you start. And I can see there'll be someone or some people who are new joinees. So let me give a chance to introduce myself. I'm Kapeel Gupta, founder of Study Abroad Academy. I am on a mission to coach and mentor 100,000 high school students and help them realize the dream of studying in the best universities of the world and build happy careers for themselves. So as I was talking about a template, yes, 8 steps template. And if you want to note them down, please do watch this video again and again so that you can actually accomplish all your goals. So my blessings to you. So let's start. Step 1, stop thinking, just execute. Yes. Now let me narrate a story about Anamika. She's thought about it a million times. She was stuck in a desk job for the past 10 years. She'd always fantasized about not having to do such monotonous paperwork, not having to work under an ill-tempered boss, and not having to leave all her fun activities. And how were such fantasies supposed to be realized? She had the answer. She figured she would begin her bonsai business right at home in her garden. Now it was all a fantasy, a thought that would appear on difficult days of work. But then one day, she finally decided that she would be doing it. And after all, it was her childhood dream to create beautiful bonsai. Her acquaintances have always encouraged her to take this hobby to a professional level. So her quest of freedom began and she applied for a 2 weeks vacation to start testing the waters. She began with research, tried thinking about all the tools that she would require to get the business going. She even planned to survey her friends, the entire neighborhood, to get the feel of the market needs. And it all began to take shapes in her head. Unfortunately, everything stayed there and never found a way out. When her vacation began, she was doing other things that what she had earlier planned, like doing some pending home projects, catching up with friends, and not even asking them for the market input. She was worried, thinking that people might find her too ambitious. She wasn't able to deal with the idea of expectations hanging over her head. Finally, the vacation ended and she joined her office back with the bonsai business idea still under her head. Now, what do you think went wrong with Anamika? Did she lack focus, self-discipline, action, persistence? And if you say all of the above, you're actually pointed to just one concept, and that is following through. Now, but if following through is so awesome, why don't we all just do it all the time? So the short answer is because it's hard. And the long answer you'll realize now. See, the art of following through is something that allows you to create life that you actually want instead of settling for life you currently have. Now, this art, I would say, has four parts: focus, self discipline, action, persistence. Now, let me remind you, there are powerful reasons behind this fact that we don't finish what we start and follow through very often. These are our inhibiting tactics and psychological roadblocks. Inhibiting tactics are ways we plan against ourselves without even realizing it. They are setting bad goals, procrastination, indulging in temptations and distractions, and even poor time management. And psychological roadblocks are ways in which we are unconsciously protecting ourselves, because laziness, lack of discipline, fear of judgment, rejection, failure, perfectionism out of insecurity, and lack of self awareness. Imagine if Anamika was aware of the barriers that were keeping her from following through, if she would have responded with the right tactics, she would be waking up excited to get to work with something she's passionate about. She'd be living the life she had only dreamed of. Now take a moment to consider the story of your own life. Are you following through on what you really want in life? Or are you constantly the victim to the same barriers that Anamika faced? If the answer is yes, then listen to these steps attentively. Yes. Step number 2, staying hungry. Now, here it means staying motivated. Now, we can say we can have both external motivators and internal ones. Now, the external ones, when we leverage other people, places, things to push us into action. Now, they can be like accountability partners, groups, putting money down upfront, in self bribery. And internal ones, when we look within, how we stand to benefit and improve our lives. These are universal needs, drives, desires that are easy to lose track of. The easy way to find these is to answer a set of questions that directly ask things such as: how am I going to benefit from this? How does my life stand to improve from this? It's only through answering these questions that you realize what you are neglecting. Consider writing them down somewhere. Review the answers periodically to remind yourself why you want to change.